All right, welcome back, guys. Happy New Year to everyone. We just went on a trip to New York, then London, then Dubai, then Shanghai, and back to LA. So we literally went around the entire world, and we were working on our very first right-hand drive Gullwing for a little while now. We finished the car, we sent it to London, and delivered it to the client, and I'm really impressed with this car. I've always wanted to do a right-hand drive car, and this was our first opportunity to do it. So we actually had to buy a donor car in London. We bought the car in London, an SLK55, shipped it here under a special exemption because the car is newer than 25 years old, and the exemption was to repair and reconstruct the car, which is basically what we did. Turned it into a Gullwing, sent it back. Met some amazing people in London, and you'll see that throughout the video. And I will kind of show you here shortly how it all worked out. So here we are in London, and what a beautiful city. I mean, everything is just so nice and looks so old but beautiful. We got our first ticket there, and we learned that if you leave the ticket on there and park somewhere else, they think you already got the ticket, so we just left that ticket on there for the rest of the trip. You know, getting used to the right-hand drive and driving backwards is takes a little getting used to, but I mean, in the end, it's all the same. And one thing in Europe in general is the rooms you get are very small. So here's a room that, one of the rooms we got for Mo, and it was like, I don't know, 100 square feet. Very small room. But that's just kind of, you know, the name of the game in London. There's not much, the real estate's very expensive and not much room there. So here we are, kind of day 4 or 5. Here we are in the back of a London cabbie. I love the cabbies. And we kind of told the driver, just take us somewhere nice, you know, take us somewhere good to eat. And he ended up taking us to a place called Wolseley, which is an amazing breakfast spot right next to the Ritz.
Here we are at the Wolseley. And have a lovely breakfast, caviar and champagne and all the fixings.
Probably the best breakfast I've ever had. Caviar, and we had all kinds of stuff there. So then after breakfast, we started taking a walk. We see this 275 GTB just parked there in front of the, I believe it was the Duke of Edinburgh building. And just a beautiful example of a 275 GTB, just kind of hanging out there. So of course we took some pictures and drooled over it for a little bit. At first I thought it was a GTO, but I was corrected quickly, and you know, still an amazing example of a classic Ferrari. And here we are, finally picking up the car at the airport. It took a few days trying to find a company that was willing to do the clearance for us, because apparently if you send it to an individual, it makes it much more difficult to clear than if you send it to a company. So anyways, we got that done. This is us pulling the car out. This is us seeing it for the first time in London. And since the car was originally from London, we were able to put the plates right back on and just drive it out. So here we are at the gas station, and kind of on our way to meet up with our Instagram friend who helped us get the car through the MOT, which is kind of their inspection that they do yearly in London. Car passed with flying colors. I mean, we brought it back better than it left in every which way. One of the things about cars in London is that, you know, when you buy a car that's 20 years old in London, there's a whole lot of rust, nothing you can do about it. So we basically had to buy a second SLK55 here in the States to replace everything on the bottom of that car to get rid of the rust. So now it's a perfect car. You know, we had to do a lot more work than we intended, but kind of the name of the game when you work on a car from London. We didn't have much of a choice. So here we are at the hotel. We decided to park it out right in the front, because apparently car theft is a big thing in London, and we certainly didn't want to get this thing stolen. So the hotel, you know, kindly allowed us to park it right in the front. And you know, we see these cars every day. We're obviously impressed by them, but we see them every day, so it's not that big of a deal. But for the folks that saw it for the first time, they were definitely you know, appreciating the car much more than we do, just because, again, we're so used to it. Our friend Sierra, car collector, met up with us, called his buddy who does the towing, which is an amazing guy. Shout out to the tower, the recovery man. And we're putting it on the trailer to take it over to Sierra Car Collector's place, so they can detail it and take care of the car for a few days, and then eventually deliver it to the consumer. So, like I said, I mean, you know, we're impressed with this car, obviously, but you know, they were much more impressed, just because it's not something that you ever see in London. On the left, there's a right-hand drive CL55 that Sierra Car Collector just bought recently. An amazing example of a Bordeaux CL55. I mean, it's right-hand drive. It looks brand new on the inside. He got really lucky with that one. Bought himself a beautiful, beautiful collector piece. So this is us kind of driving. We got to see more of London on this drive. This was about 45 minutes from the city. So we got to see kind of the backside of London, and it's just such a beautiful city. Very, very nice. There's horses and all kinds of stuff there. So this is Sierra Car Collector's garage. They do details there, and you know, PPF and you know, all that kind of stuff. He had quite an amazing collection there. That M3 back there is very low mileage. A red M5, which is super rare. You know, 992 turbo, a Skyline. A lot of cool stuff there to look at. And you know, he really treated us like family. This is our first time we ever met him in person, and he went above and beyond to you know, show us a good time and you know, make us comfortable. And you know, he stored the car for a whole week. So you know, shout out to Sierra Car Collector. Thank you so much for you know, for letting us do that. And it was definitely a pleasure meeting you. So this is our basically we call it our gull-wing speedster. It's basically a gull-wing body. We chop the top off of it. We use a 356 speedster windshield, and then we make a top for it. So you know, it looks like a gull-wing from the front, but obviously doesn't have gull-wing doors. But it's a convertible, so the top comes off and it becomes a whole different car. This particular client picked every last aspect of this car, so all the different color combos are 100% her. And you know, in the end, it's a very classy, very elegant piece. This is exactly what she was looking for. She didn't want a kind of like a showboat car. She wanted something very classy, very elegant, and I think we did just that. This is our engine bay that Mo made. You know, the beautiful cover with all the leather. Everything looks kind of right at home, like it's supposed to. So we finally left London about 5 days after we got there. We took the Emirates with a bar in the sky straight to Dubai. Shout out to Emirates Airlines. Amazing job they do, and amazing hospitality. We got to Dubai. We met with our friend Mo, who is just phenomenal. He's helped us in so many ways we could never thank him enough. And you guys have seen him in some of the previous episodes. So shout out to Mo and his brother Mo, and Mansour, and everybody else we hang out with over there. So here we are, we're in Dubai. We got the G-Wagon to the car wash, and we were cruising around the whole time we were there, so it was kind of nice. Our friend Mo got the plates for it, which was not an easy thing to do because they never made a 12-cylinder G65 6x6. So yeah, he was able to do it, and you know, how he did it, I don't know. I don't want to know. But we were able to drive this car all over Dubai legally, and it was, you know, one thing in Dubai is they have more G-Wagons there than any city I've ever been to. It's like, you know, like here we have a lot of Toyota Camrys. There they have a lot of G-Wagons. Just everywhere you look, there's a G-Wagon. And if you're sitting in traffic at a light and there's 25 cars there, like 11 of them are G-Wagons. That's how common they are. It's like you know, Mercedes sold more of them there than probably anywhere else in the world. And for a G-Wagon to stand out in Dubai is nearly impossible. But this thing really stands out in Dubai, or anywhere really for that matter. But in Dubai, I mean, people know G-Wagons. They see them all day long, and then they see this thing, and it's like, wow, we got a lot of thumbs up, a lot of love on that truck. I mean, it's clearly beautiful and amazing and unique, but it's definitely fun driving that thing around Dubai. The parking isn't so easy. We got stuck a few times because the thing's so tall. We couldn't get to certain places, but I mean, other than that, it's just an amazing truck. I'm glad we're bringing her home, and I can't wait to get her home and drive her back here in the States. But yep, there's a G-Wagon, there's the city. You know, we've gone there probably 5 or 6 times in the past year, and it's just the most amazing city. Kind of a small city, but there's just so much to do, and you know, there's no shortage of cool stuff to look at. There's our friend Mo, who's just the most amazing guy and helps us out every time we go. Doesn't ask for anything in return. He's just you know, one of those true friends that are hard to come by. This is actually at the track. They have a place called the Dubai Autodrome, a big, beautiful track that they built. And the shipping company, which is going to bring the cars back, happens to have a cafe here called Cars Cafe. So shout out to Cars Cafe. Thank you guys for your hard work. So yeah, this is us coming to the track, kind of watching the cars go by and negotiating a deal to get 6 cars home. So this is the reason why we went to Dubai, to bring our cars home. There's the track, and there's the crazy Porsches and AMGs just flying down this track. These guys were not playing games. This is the Cars Cafe. There's the F40 on display, no big deal. There's a roof Porsche on the inside on display. Just a beautiful place. Definitely one of my favorite cars ever. The F40. It's a legend. This is the cafe, and more of the F40. Can't get enough of that car. I first saw it in '95, and I've been addicted ever since. Big reason why I'm into cars is this particular car. We also visited Mansouri while we were there. They had some cool stuff inside. This is our room. So we got a room that was like the 40th floor, had our own pool, and reasonably priced. Shout out to the 5 in Jumeirah Village. This is our little backyard in the sky. Kind of a little bit away from the city, but just a, you know, very, very nice place to stay at. Cool, in Dubai.
We're here at this beautiful dealership called Auto Deals. Very, very professional, amazing place. Being smoked here. They brought us an ashtray, crystal. John's here. Say hi, John. We got Mo on the camera. Hi, Mo. So the Tesla Model 3 Gullwing is sold, and it's going actually back to Beverly Hills. So we're here to retrieve it. And the Ferrari is also parked here, as well as my dad's blue 300 SL Roadster. And the other 3 cars are located at our friend Mo's house. Thank you, Mo, for letting us keep them there for so long. And it's basically taking over your driveway with 2 6x6s and a Baja Porsche. So we're here now. We're going to discuss, you know, maybe possibly leaving the car here or selling it to them, or, you know, figure something out. And then the rest of the cars will go on the truck and onto a container or a plane and on its way home. So we've had a good few days here. It's been, the weather's amazing compared to the last trip. It's like 70 degrees all day long. It's amazing. Like, if you're going to come to Dubai, come around this time of year, December, January. Beautiful. We'll kind of show you guys around the showroom a little bit. They got whatever you like, they have it here. GT3 RS is like candy. And they got Ferraris, they got a bunch of Brabus cars, they got Bentleys, they got Rolls Royces. They have it all. So, and a very nice coffee shop too, right in the middle of it all. So, we're here, we're doing our deal, and pretty soon, in a couple of days, hopefully we'll be on our way back to LA and back to work.
And there she is. This is the first time we've seen the Ferrari in like 6 months, and she still looks just as good as the first day. I mean, what a special car. It's there's nothing else like it. Like literally, you know, we were waiting for a letter for the cease and desist from Ferrari, but I think they probably didn't do it because it's so nice. Look at this car. I mean, it's to this day we still haven't made anything this nice. This thing is just ridiculous. You know, for those that hate on it, you know, good for you, but I get to see this car in person. It's very, very special. So the cars, 3 of the cars were stored at this beautiful dealership called Auto Deals. Shout out to Auto Deals. Thank you guys so much for letting us store the cars there. They took really, really good care of them. They cleaned them every day, and you know, just above and beyond our expectations in terms of taking care of the cars. So thank you guys for doing that. Shout out to Mohammed and the rest of the guys there. Thank you so much. You know, they got a little cafe upstairs, and it's a very cozy dealership, and they have whatever you want, they have it there. We got 4 different stories of cars, and just an amazing, beautiful setup. One of the first exotic, actually the first exotic car dealership in Dubai. Used to be called Deals on Wheels, and now it's called Auto Deals. And there's the Tesla. This Tesla is already a famous car, but it's soon to be very, very, very famous in a short amount of time here. You know, the guy that I wanted to see, the guy that I originally wanted for this car to be seen by, is finally going to see it, and it's going to be something very special. That was always my, from day one, I'm like, this guy has to see it because it's so cool. And I think this guy's actually going to see it. So dreams do come true if you work hard and, you know, don't give up. There's Dad's car, the SL Roadster, also coming home. Again, this is our first time seeing these cars in like 6 months, so we clearly missed them a lot. And we excited to get them home. And we also went to Abu Dhabi for a day to meet an old friend. And while we were there, we had some lunch. They had a ponton on display. I don't know why, it was kind of all by itself, but it was there. And this is the little lunch spot. Abu Dhabi is also very beautiful. There's the Grand Mosque back there. And yeah, everything's built so well. This is us driving to Abu Dhabi, and we see some camels. We see, first we thought there was 3, then we thought there was 4 because another one popped his head up, then another one popped his head up, and another one popped his head up. So there was actually 6 camels back there hanging out in the truck. The Royal Atlantis. Nice little Reventon, or Revuelto, sorry, Revuelto. There's the Tesla. The Tesla has full charge, and in order to put on a plane, it has to be at 25%. So our trip overall was, you know, a success. We got to see old friends, we got to meet new friends, and we literally went around the world because, again, we went to LA, to New York, to London, to Dubai, from there to Shanghai, and from Shanghai over the ocean back to LAX. So we literally did one big circle around the entire world. I think we did 18,000 miles on the plane. And, you know, we're now back home safe and just waiting for these cars to get here. The Tesla is going to have a real big surprise for everyone. Whether you like it or not, you're going to see it. And we're just excited to be home. Thank you guys for watching. And we'll see you on the next one.
Wow, that's huge. I mean, what an honor just to hear from you guys about it.